Live from the rinks, it's Sachem Senior Night. Welcome everyone, my name is Jack Ziskin. I'd like to thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Sachem battling for playoff positioning here. A chance for them to not only leapfrog the Kings Park Comac Knights, but a chance to leapfrog St. Anthony's. Right now, their seniors have taken to the ice. We're going to be announcing them here tonight, and it's a great night for hockey. If you've checked out any of our coverage on the other side in Suffolk, well, you might, if you ever checked out any of our content in Nassau, you would have noticed that Long Beach is moving on. We'll be out there Friday night. Right now, it's Michael Morrow's night, though. He's heading out, celebrating his senior night. Congratulations to him. A lot of seniors for this Sachem squad, and big night for them. It's always great to see these kind of events. Second man up, Hauppauge 2. A big addition for the squad this year. He's been one heck of a piece for them, and congratulations to him. Tyler Broom up next, the defenseman. Certainly knows how to keep the puck in front of him. Done a good job of that all year. And now it's Richie Bovich. Speedy centerman. Gonna be a key part of any potential title run for Sachem. Up next, Sean Walsh, the all-star, the heavy-hitting defenseman. Not afraid to throw the shoulder at all. And who else but the captain, Thomas Kinkowski. He leads the league in goals with 32 here tonight. He's already locked that up because Ryan Anatra just played his last game, so. Now, coming up next, Colin Galber. Currently sits in 7th in the league in points. Here tonight, he's had one heck of a campaign, and he's really impressed down the stretch. Next on the docket, Michael Matera, the physical two-way defenseman. They're a better team with him in the lineup, a far better team. He's had a strong season to date. Up next, Angelo Mascaro, another defenseman. Correction, actually, nope. Nick McGuire up next, my apologies. That's unfortunate, misread my sheet. Nick McGuire, the Sachem power forward. Now Angelo Mascaro's heading up. Physical two-way defender. Next one out is going to be John Golden, and he'll be followed by Greg Monty, the all-star. Great moment for McGuire, great moment for Mascaro. And I'm sorry to Nick McGuire that he's going to watch this back years from now and be like, oh, he said the wrong name. I'm really sorry about that. And now it's John Golden's turn. He's going to have to deal with the fact that while he was skating up, I was apologizing for my earlier blunder. John Golden went, and now it's Greg Monty, the Sachem All-Star, 29 points on the season, just outside the top 10 in points. And if they're going to pick up a win here tonight, if they're going to move into second place, he's going to need to have another strong performance. A lot of seniors for this Sachem squad. For the majority of this group, this is their last run, their last chance for a county championship. And it starts tonight. Well, maybe I shouldn't have been so dramatic. It started before tonight, but this really is going to be a game that has a significant impact on the playoffs. It's going to be the deciding factor in where they line up, where they are seated. And there's a big difference between being the 2nd seed and potentially being the 4th seed. If you lose this game, you have to go back up against the Bulls. This is a Bulls team that's battled them closely all year. You don't want to go back up against the Bulls. You want to go up. Well, in an ideal world, it would actually be going up against Northport Huntington or the T-Birds. You don't necessarily want to go up against the Bulls, not when they've had, at times at least, seemed like they've had Sachem's number. These two programs, longtime rivals. They do not like each other. They're not afraid to show it. And this should be a really fun one here tonight. Hauppauge, too, heading off the ice. He's out for this game. He was suspended. He was allowed to take the ice for senior night. And now the Bulls take the ice. They celebrated their senior night with a 7-1 win over the Northport Huntington Tigers. Now they're looking to spoil Sachem's night. Patrick Ryan will get the nod in net here as the Bulls get set for their playoff run. They're a team that's already pretty open about the fact that they think they can win a title. Just check their Instagram page. They have no doubts that they have the talent with this group to go all the way. And Sachem, well, they came into the season expecting it. They came into this season winning their first 7 games. 7 straight victories to open the season. Since then, it's been a up and down battle, and some of that you can attribute to the fact that, well, they played East Islip and Kings Park Comac after that winning streak. And that's not a knock on them. Those are teams they can beat. They're teams they led at times. But when we look at both teams' last 5, and we're going to, well, Sachem, 2-3 in their last 5. They lost 6-0 to St. Anthony's. Far from ideal. Thomas Kinkowski was out of the lineup, but far from ideal. You beat Ward Melville 8-2. Kinkowski's also out of the lineup for that one. Then you go up against KPC. You draw 2 5-minute majors. You lead for the majority of the game. You lose in overtime. You go up against East Islip. You take a 3-0 lead. You drop 5 straight goals. You lose in regulation. You get back into the win column against a T-Bird squad that led 2-1 before Shane Kirby was tossed. That's the reason Hauppauge 2 isn't playing tonight. He was the one who got into it with Kirby. And I don't want to touch too much on that. I don't want to glorify it or anything. But it was a factor in that game for that reason, and for the fact that it's going to impact tonight's matchup, it has to be mentioned. Then you got the Bulls. And being the season, you're kind of wondering what the Bulls are. Are they the team that went to overtime with Sachem, or are they the team that lost to West Islip? And ever since head coach Mark Dubois came in, we've had our answer. They've lost once since then. That one time came in a 5-3 loss against East Islip. They have improved in every matchup in the second half, except for one. That was St. Anthony's, who has also been on a crazy heater to end the season. They've been in fuego. They closed it out with back-to-back wins against KPC and EI, so they're in playoff form, clearly. But tonight's not about St. Anthony's. Though it is about the 2nd seed, it's not about them. It's about Sachem's senior night. It's about if you're going to go into the playoffs, you need to pull off a win here tonight. You need to lock up that 2nd seed. Your road to the finals becomes so much harder. You don't have that last change if you're not the home team. You just don't want to have to do that. It can be done. It's been done. But it's not the easiest road, and you don't want to make it all the way and fall just short because maybe you don't have the last change, maybe you don't have X, Y, or Z, whatever factor it was, and being worn down from earlier games, what have you. You don't want to have to deal with that. And to be quite honest with you, that's speaking from experience. You don't want to fall short. And right now, it's going to fall to Michael DiGirolamo to backstop Sachem to victory on their senior night. And for the Bulls, Patrick Ryan, second straight start. He's been really strong as of late. But they're going to need to pull off a win here tonight. They're really going to need to, because this is where the season stands. Both these teams want these points. As it happens right now, Sachem is ahead of the Bulls by 2 points. So nothing really changes if the Bulls come out of here with a regulation win. Tiebreakers, you know, that's going to decide 4 and 5. But either way, there isn't as much at stake for Smithtown in this game. They're going to have a hard road ahead no matter what happens. Now here's where it gets interesting and where St. Anthony's win over EI becomes very interesting. KPC can slide to 4 if Sachem wins, which, given the fact that they were right near the top for most of the season, would be a bit of a surprise, but that's just what's happened down the stretch for them. They've lost. They lost to the Patriots last game, and what ended up solidifying the Patriots' postseason position. That's just their reality now. Their season's over. They finished 12-3-2. That's how it happened. But if Sachem wins here, they don't just leapfrog the Knights, they leapfrog St. Anthony's, and the Bulls end up playing the Knights. And the Bulls' first meeting with the Knights didn't go as planned, but second meeting, they won 3-1, and if not for Jason Crownhammer, it could have been a lot more. There's an argument to be made here that you want the win for Smithtown Hauppauge, but you want to play Sachem again. There's less at stake for them here. If you're Sachem, you're trying to get out of playing the Bulls next. You want to play Northport Huntington or the T-Birds, or however it shakes out. Should be the T-Birds in all honesty. I think they've clinched that 6th spot, but I digress. O'Hay in the dot versus Shane Reedy, and we're underway. Face-off has been won back by Sachem. Walsh went D2D with Capice. And now O'Hay trying to race in. Good play there by Sherwood. Bobby Trites enters, fires, shot deflected. It goes into the netting. That's our first stoppage of the game. Just 16 seconds have elapsed. The sophomore DiGirolamo against the senior Ryan. Reedy in the dot versus O'Hay. My apologies. Face-off is one back. Guglielmo tried to bat it ahead. Monty broke it up. Racing up ice, it's O'Hay using his speed. Tries to split the defense. Gets separated from the puck, but beats Ryan to it. O'Hay is flying early. They're going to need a lot from the junior here tonight to pick up a win. He's centering Monty and Bovich. Pass comes out to Bobby Trites. Bulls heading the other way. Picked off. O'Hay headmans at Monty. Bovich joins the race. 2-on-1. Guglielmo on the back check. Monty's pass broken up by a sprawling Sherwood. Puck is sent up, out, down the ice. A strong start for Sachem's regular first line. I'm not actually sure I've seen that lineup from them all season long. I think that's actually the first time they've rolled that unit out there. And Bovich and O'Hay, they should make... They make a lot of sense together. They've played together a lot. I haven't seen them start the game with those two. And more often than not, they've used Bovich at center. But the two play together with the PAL Junior Islanders elite team, and as a shot from Kinkowski is deflected at the point of release. Sachem securing possession right off the draw. Mascaro shot towards the net. Just trying to keep it in there, really. Ends up with Kinkowski to the slot. Kyleberg can't settle it. Comes out to Golden. His shot's blocker to the side. Patrick Ryan being tested early. Bulls have possession. Saucer pass across, puck rolls. Kalber brothers combine to force a turnover, but Gavin Barham gets it right back in Sachem territory. Then Kalber has to rescue it. Ducks a hip check from Pfister. Wants Kinkowski on the other side, can't find him. Cameron Kalber shot his blocker aside, it's loose in front. Patrick Ryan, the big stop, and now heading the other way. Landrigan shot, scores! Brendan Landrigan finds the back of the net. The Bulls take an early 1-0 lead, and this first line, they've been buzzing lately. And Landrigan, that quick pass, bullseye. Stick side high, painting the corner, so to speak. Landrigan gives the Bulls an early 1-0 lead. RJ Pfister picking up an assist on that one. Face-off has been won back. Collected by McGrain. He goes D-to-D with D'Alessandro. Pass to Salido. He sends it in. Bulls on the forecheck. Campo against Capiz. Sent up the wall in the corner. Bulls battling for it. Comes to Salido. Shot turned aside by DiGirolamo. After Sachem started out hot, it's the Bulls now pressing. Campo head manning the puck, but it goes awry. Arnone provides pressure. A big hit at the line against Morrow. He broke a stick. Bulls now going D-to-D in their own zone. Sachem's gone for a line change. Heading up ice, it's Arnone. Poked off his stick, Salido. One-time clapper, redirected, and they score! Max Campo! How you like me now? Batting it in! The Bulls lead 2-0. Sachem is stunned. And Max Campo, he's been in fuego lately. Not gonna lie, fuego's a bit cringe. What a beautiful deflection. Gorgeous. And now the Bulls lead 2-0. Max Campo, that time. What a beauty. Sachem gives up 2 early goals. They come in a span of 46 seconds. The face-off has been won back. Guglielmo lead pass. Deflected by Kinkowski. Trite settles it. Turnover forced by the Sachem captain, and Colin Calber collects. He carries it towards DiGirolamo. Resets to his defense. Then the headman pass intended for Kinkowski. Icing waved off, and Sherwood collects beneath the goal line. Backhands it off the wall. Carries it towards the slot. Finds Reedy. To Cantalupo. Cutting in on the backhand. Shot in front. Comes loose. Shot. Save. And it's blocked. Colin Calber wants Kinkowski. Shane Reedy helps force the turnover. Cantalupo picking it off. Re-entry, and there's a penalty against the Bulls. So, I believe it's a penalty. I wouldn't think it's offsides, but... Yep, it seems like it's going to be Bobby Trites, the captain, heading to the box, so we're going to see what the call is for. I'm sorry, it seems like they've called him for interference. Face-off is won back. Guglielmo against O'Hay, and there's a penalty against O'Hay as the Bulls send it the length of the ice. Racing after it, it's Cantalupo. DiGirolamo plays it. That's it. That's all. That's over. The power play comes to an unceremonious end just 10 seconds in. 11:34 remaining. O'Hay to the box. A defender that turns towards the wall, O'Hay. And look, Sachem leads the league in penalty minutes. That's no secret. O'Hay has 6 on the season up until now through 12 games. So he really doesn't take a lot of penalties. So that cross-checking call ends up proving costly. And when this is all said and done, 1 minute and 50 seconds at 4-on-4. Let's see if Sachem can take advantage of a little extra space even without the man advantage. Monty's lead pass to Bovic. Guglielmo got a stick on it. Bovic tried to toe drag through. Monty gets a shot attempt off, but it's blocked. Then Landry tried to reverse it. Pops out in front after Monty got a piece of it, and then it's flipped up, out. Capiz settles, looks D-to-D. Sean Walsh, the senior, looking up ice. Play is broken up. Then Landrigan picks it up, cuts in, shot. Turned aside by DiGirolamo. To the point, walking, the line, shot, redirected, kicked out. Guglielmo holds it in. Bulls on the attack, Landrigan looking for it, but it comes to Monty. Sachem heading up ice. Monty, shot, gloved, but not grass. Rebound, goes just wide. A golden opportunity for Sachem, slips through their fingertips. And now it's Brendan Landrigan on the attack. Gavin Barham blows the tire at the line. Walsh collects beneath the goal line and reverses it to Capiz. Play will continue. Barham left the ice for Reedy. He's on the forecheck now against Capiz, who went D-to-D. Walsh now carrying it up ice, flips it in, slips past Wetzel. Walsh pressuring. Bulls defender ducks the second hit thrown by the Sachem defenseman. Now the Bulls have it. Looking up ice. They have time. It's Shane Reedy. picking up speed, entering, pulls up, pass to Wetzel in his skates, settles it to DeRico, puts it beneath the goal line, still chasing after it. Victor DeRico picking up speed. Puck is now left the zone. Kinkowski has it, Pfister knocking him out. Bulls battling for possession. Sachem now has to get back. Mascaro can't stop Reedy. Bulls enter. Pass across. Pfister can't settle it. And now Cameron Calber. The Bulls bench is shouting. Kinkowski slipped behind the defense, but that one goes all the way down. Both penalties have retired. Both penalties have expired. My apologies. Returned to 5-on-5. Might have forgotten to mention that. My apologies. Penalties were assessed at 11:34. They would have released at 9:34, so missed that by 18 seconds. My apologies. Power play came and went so quickly. Didn't really bear much mentioning, but nonetheless, face-off comes all the way down. Arnone has it. Wins it back against Morrow. Solito's shot is blocked. Trying to knock that one down. Settles it. Shot again. Kicked out. Comes free along the right wing half wall. McGrame's shot ends up going wide. Wandling trying to make the lead pass to Nicky Ress. The Bulls battling. Sachem's offsides. We get a whistle here. Offsides is the call. McGrame. Ress exchanging pleasantries. Oh. Alrighty then. Well, we'll let the officials sort this one out. Officials trying to break that one up. Looks like they have. There's going to be some players heading to the dressing room now. Their nights are over. Looks like Arnone is heading to the box. That can only be a good sign for the Bulls that he's only heading to the box. You don't want to lose a player, so Wandling also heading to the box. Rest looks like he's heading to the locker room. We're going to see if anybody heads to the locker room for the Bulls. Looks like they have. It was McGrame, I believe. So it looks like and Nicky Ress also ejected, so that'll have ramifications for the Bulls. They just lost a key defenseman. And for Sachem, you lose a nice energy line player. Maybe this sparks something for them, but, you know, I don't see how, in all honesty, because now you've lost a forward, and that isn't going to make your lives any easier. You're going to have to figure out who's going, who's not. You have Wandling probably in the box for an extended period of time. The Bulls have lost Arnone, who's a pesky forward. You don't want to lose him. Looks like him and Wandling are now heading to the locker room. So both their nights are over, so looks like this will all be offsetting. Ryan's coming to the bench, just talk things over, I believe. Coach Mark Dubois just speaking with officials, getting everything sorted, making sure he has the explanation. And Sachem they entered this game without Hauppauge too. They've now lost Joe Wandling and Nicky Ress, so that's a whole forward line right there, and that's not really. You definitely don't want to lose Octu. Wandling's a solid player in his own right. Nicky Ress, very fast player. You never want to lose speed in your lineup, especially against the Bulls squad that they really know how to move the puck. They're really skilled. They're really fast. And not to say that Sachem isn't, but you don't want to lose some of your players in a game like this when you're going to have to be able to rely on performances. You're going to need secondary scoring. You're going to need tertiary scoring. Apologies there. Wanted to avoid using the phrase supporting cast, but when you get to this level, you know, there's a lot of players who make rosters by playing with sandpaper, doing the right things, and Fortunately, some players did the wrong things, and now they're off the ice. Wrong things in the eyes of officials, that is. There's just no fighting in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, and that's what happened with Joe Wandling, fighting major. He's out of the game. We're going to get the updates from everything else. The face-off's going to come out, because remember, that was an offsides. Bobby Trites. No, he can't be Bobby Trites, who's been called for interference, because he's on the ice currently, I believe. Well, we'll wait to see what's... that's actually from earlier in the game. My apologies. Face-off has been won by Sachem. Alamea. Nikki Ress assessed the fighting major as well. I believe they're all going to be fighting majors. This one goes down. Calber tried to let it slip past the goal line. Officials waved icing off, and then Cameron Calber's pass went awry. 2 fighting majors for Sachem. We're going to presume that those are going to be the calls for the Bulls, but we're still waiting. As a nice play by Sherwood. Puck comes out to the line. Mascaro's shot comes to Cantalupo. Looking, finds Trites. He gets a stick on it, so no icing. But an opportunity slips through his fingertips, and now comes Cantalupo. Shot off the bar. Battling for it. Puck comes up, but not out. Guglielmo firing it in. Kinkowski, shot, blocked by Raymond Sherwood. Whipped around the wall, comes out to the point. Matera holding it in, or at least he tried to. Puck ends up coming out, and now Golden's pass deflected by the captain, Trites. Matera heading up ice, chips it in, settled by Sherwood. Arnone also assessed fighting major, so that's 4 fighting majors, 2 fights total, I suppose. Landry's fire that one in. Now Sachem looking to get it up and not out. Dorico battling for it, can't settle it. O'Hay now heading the other way. Hay and Dorico were teammates last year with the Junior Islanders program, so a lot of high-level players are going to play some juniors after this, and well, we'll see where things go from there. Bovich now entering with O'Hay. Hands it off, gives it back, and it goes awry. Bowles looking for the clear, turnover force. Bovich, shot, save. Rebound is paddled aside. A big play from Patrick Ryan. Bowles heading up ice now. Landrigan to Barham, fires, shot, ends up careening off the wall. Wetzel steps into one, paddled aside. Matera looking for a clear. Monty now comes free, loose in front. Shot from Landrigan, turned aside. Golden collects. Throws that one up the wall. D'Alessandro holds it in. Monty throws a big hit. Play will continue. Bovich had it. Pfister nearly knocked off the puck by Monty. Wetzel gets it. Bowles chip it in. No icing, but it did end up being deflected out of play. 6:31 remaining. Scrum breaking out that ends up with a few players leaving the ice. Their nights are over. Face off at center is won by Sachem. Walsh has it. His pass is deflected. Alessandro blows a tire. Morrow had it momentarily. Comes to Broom, who pinched in. Drops it off from McGuire. He backhands it into the corner, where Broom can't settle it. Ends up being sent into the opposite corner. Morrow trying to throw the shoulder. Puck comes out to McGuire. To Morrow. Shot. Scoop! No! Off the bar. Loose. Second attempt. Third attempt. It goes wide. Oh. And apologies for the false start there, so to speak, but a golden opportunity for Sachem. Off the bar. In and out. Off the inside of the bar, that is. Never went in, of course. Solito has it. Pass across. Kinkowski picks it off. Coming in. Fought. Looked for a shot. Backhands it over the net. Ryan does a good job not biting on any of those fakes, and now heading the other way. Solito chips it in. Bulls getting a change. That puck ends up coming all the way out. Bulls trying to settle it. They have it. They enter. Cantalupo and Wetzel. Little two-man game there, trying to settle it, and then pass comes out in front. Doesn't reach its intended target. Sachem heading up ice. Kinkowski curling, looking, firing, redirected. They score! Sachem finds the back of the net. They're on the board. And a Some great work by Thomas Kinkowski. Cameron Caliber crashing the net there. You're going to see him curl, pulls up, and he fires that shot. I don't know who got that. I don't know if it was Colin Caliber or if it was the Bulls. It looks like Colin Caliber is the one who got it based on the celebration, but it's now a one-goal game as Bobby Trites re-enters for the Bulls, looking to get that one back. He handed it off to Cantalupo. To Reedy, and then his pass to Trites goes awry. Colin Caliber being credited with the goal. Kinkowski with the assist. Fires. Shot is kicked out by Ryan. Cantalupo settles it. Moves it to Wetzel. Pass off the skate of Pfister, and it comes to Alamia. Goes D to D. Pass goes off the wall. And then Sachem gets it out of the zone. Bulls recover. Chip back in by Wetzel. Represented the club at the All-Star game this year. Now Trites on the forecheck, the captain against Mascaro. Sachem gets it up. O'Hay headmans it. And now it's chipped in by Mascaro. Bovic will chase. Finds the angle, takes it. And now looking towards the slot. Wanted a pass. Finds O'Hay. Shot turned aside off the beak of Ryan. Now Monty towards the front, loose. Battling, Bovic backhands it towards the net, glove down. And now it comes to Barham. He's trying to pick up speed. O'Hay takes away the lane, and this line hasn't found the back of the net yet, but they've done a lot of the right things. And as DeRico battles with O'Hay, Sachem Center gets the best of it. Settles that one, kicks it to his stick, and now Bovic has it. Shot, blocker to side, comes into the corner. Monty backhands it beneath the goal line. Bovic battling for it. O'Hay supporting. Puck comes up to Barham. Then Landrigan. Bulls enter. Shot. Karam's off the wall. Redirected in front. It's loose. Sachem rescues it. Heading up ice now. O'Hay fires it in. Blockered into the corner. Monty breaks up the attempt to clear. O'Hay shot. Correction, Golden's shot. Ends up being kicked out. Bulls now looking to settle it. TJ Guglielmo, pass. Ends up going off the wall, far side. Looking, split through there was JP D'Alessandro on the attack against Matera, who throws it up the wall. Bulls force a turnover. Now Salito enters. Fires a shot that Karam's off the wall. Pfister sends it towards the net, and it's paddled into the corner. Salito battling at Matera. Bulls center. Moves it to the point, walking in, shot. Redirected, Broom pouncing on it. Puck comes to Wetzel, and he enters. Under pressure, taken down, settles it. Beneath the goal line, Bulls have it. Pass comes to the point, D'Alessandro, shot. Glances off the glass, pops out, Wetzel. McGuire comes away with it, pokes it out of the zone, he's picking up speed. Backhands it into the zone. But it's backhanded into the corner. Campo collecting. Flips it up but not out. It's deflected. Chasing after it. Bulls force a turnover. Salito on the attack. Campo looks to collect. Cameron Caliber there, so he fires it around the boards, and it's going to come up that near side. Walsh on a give and go. It won't go, and now Joe Capice curling. Has time. Fires it across. Wanted Walsh. Ends up too far ahead of him. Sherwood now looking the other way. Puck came to Cantalupo. He's off sides after it was deflected, so he's got to check up. Sachem has possession. 1:30 remaining in the first period. Cantalupo on the attack. Bulls nearly force a turnover. Puck comes out with Colin Caliber. And the pass intended for Kinkowski goes Ryan. Then the captain, Trites, can't get that one, but Sherwood flips it up. Trites gloves it down. Kinkowski racing after him. Trites trying to find Cantalupo. Cross shot. Rebound. Karam's out. A big save from DiGirolamo. The outstretched pad to keep Sachem within one. Sherwood goes down to the ice as he moves that puck to Pfister. Puck comes out of the zone, but it's rolling. So Cantalupo collects. Walks in. Shot. Turned aside. He's been firing all cylinders lately. Just couldn't find the net that time. Ended off going up off the back of the cage. Now Kinkowski up ice. Pulls up. Toe drag. Backhand. Shot. Couldn't get it short side. Sherwood beneath the goal line, under pressure from Kinkowski. Monty supporting. Puck comes up the wall. Sachem getting to work back on the cycle. Kinkowski gets sent into the boards. Puck comes out of the zone. Alamia resetting. Bovic looking to send it back up. Bovic. We get a whistle here. So with 12 seconds remaining, face-off comes outside the Bulls zone. DeRico in the dot, matched up against O'Hay. Face-off is won initially by the Bulls. They chip it up the wall. Alamia sends it to Mascaro. Tried to send it down. Wetzel against Monty. He'll pin it. The period will come to an end, and Monty, Wetzel exchanging pleasantries, but nothing breaks out because it's right next to the Bulls bench, so that would have been an unwise decision, and both teams have already lost 2 players as it is. So after 15 minutes, the Bulls currently lead by 1. They scored the first 2 of the game, and then things started to settle down a little bit, and then got heated for a little bit, and now I have to live with the fact that the resurgent Suffolk County High School Hockey League show Instagram account's going to be posting clips of that fight, so that's great. There's nothing better than getting chirped for trying to avoid calling that kind of scrum, which really doesn't have any place in this league, in all honesty, but these things happen, and both teams will have to roll with the punches down the stretch, and that's just how it goes. Long change this period. Ryan has already made it to his crease. DiGirolamo heading there. O'Hay versus Victor DeRico in the dot. Face-off is won back by Sachem. Capice has it, looking D-to-D with Walsh. Makes the outlet pass to O'Hay. He crosses the line. Tried to move it to Bovic, but it's ends up being a turnover. Sachem resetting now. Monty trying to chip it in. Comes to Bovic. Back towards O'Hay, but the pass is deflected. Play will continue. Both teams trying to settle it. Now, puck comes out of the zone. DeRico battling for it. O'Hay, too. Bulls trying to get to work on the forecheck. Sachem pitches that one out. Puck is rolling. Bovic knocking it down. Wetzel now gloving it down, but it's in Bulls territory. They're trying to settle it, but as they get the clear, pass comes to Barham. He enters. Wants to drop it off. Capice picks it off. Comes back to Barham, though, thanks to a poke check. Pass, shot, save. Ended up glancing off DiGirolamo, I believe, is Wetzel's shot. Redirected. DeRico. That ends up, I believe, went off DiGirolamo wide again, and now Walsh sends it up to the point. Pfister sends it back down. Shot, save, rebound, goes wide. D'Alessandro looking to get to work on the cycle. Bulls, Barham, give and go there. Has it, looking to the point. Wetzel across. Pfister faked a shot, still holding. Fires it, redirected, it's loose. Shot, save, rebound, it's loose, and they score! The Bulls get on the board in the second period. They now retake a 2-goal lead here and go to the net. Good things happen, and certainly did this time for the Bulls. And 13:29 remaining. Pfister just fires that shot that ends up being deflected a couple times. The first shot turned aside, and the second time they find the back of the net. So, face off at center. Goal credited to Gavin Barham. Now JP D'Alessandro wins the draw back. Both teams came into this game with 1 player suspended, and as it stands, they'll go into the postseason with 2 suspended. Puck is sent down, no icing on the play. Mascaro collecting. Campo nearly forced a turnover beneath the goal line. Mascaro gets it back under pressure. Campo, Toledo throwing the lumber there. Campo supporting, and now he's on the other side. Tried to finish against Alamia. He ended up missing, and now Calber on the attack. Battling with Sherwood. Sachem. Mascaro has it, sends it towards the front. It's kicked out. Sent up, out, slip past the fence. That was Guglielmo with the clear. DiGirolamo comes out to play it, sends it out of the zone. To Captain Kinkowski, it's just outside of his reach. Play will continue. Battle beneath the goal line, another thunderous hit. Kinkowski, shot, save, rebound, comes loose. Bobby Trites settles it, moves it up ice. And now the Bulls have chipped it in. Mascaro has it. Big hit in the corner. Trites cutting towards the net, shot, sails over. Bulls looking to settle it. Trites can't get it to Cantalupo, and now Kinkowski wheels up ice, poked off his stick. D'Alessandro under pressure from Monty. Puck comes up to Trites. Hands it off to Cantalupo. Shot, blockered out, comes loose. Rebound, Karam's off the glass. Sachem racing after it, head manning it to McGuire. Puck is out of his reach. Morrow angled off by D'Alessandro. They battle for it. Trites enters, moves it. Cantalupo shot blocked. Comes out towards the line. Bulls settle it in the neutral zone. Pfister. Toe drags past Broom, but loses the puck afterwards. Has to get it back. Moved it to McReady, and bouncing puck still can't be settled. Comes out in the neutral zone. Bulls now under pressure. Wetzel escaping Morrow, then Broom, carrying it up ice after two spinning moves, and now fires a shot that ends up going off the wall. Trites has to race to collect, ends up leaving it for R.J. Pfister. And then the Bulls on the defensive. Tyler Broom has it. Bobby Trites enters. Pulls up, fires. That one is whipped around the wall and comes out of the zone. Pfister has been rock solid with Wetzel as of late. They've really been a force to be reckoned with, and now the Bulls on the attack. Cantalupo shot goes wide, picked up by Sachem. Reedy recovers it. Puck leaves the zone. Pfister, and it's going to be a tripping against the Bulls. R.J. Pfister tried to play the puck. Sachem defender ends up toppling over, and, well, the Bulls defender is headed to the box. 10:31 remaining in the frame. Call on the ice is actually slashing, so my mistake. Face off. One forward by O'Hay. Bulls looking for the clear. Chipped pass by Landrigan. He slipped past Walsh, cutting in. Forehand, backhand, he scores. Brendan Landrigan, the shorthanded goal. His stick is high in the sky. He's got one hand on his ear, and, well, that's the second of the game. If the Bulls are going to make a run, well, the kid who won the junior varsity division last year might be a good place to start. Forehand, backhand beauty. He faced DiGirolamo all of last year, and now he gets the first goal of the power play. So now the Bulls lead by 2. Landrigan has 2. Max Campo, Gavin Barham, they each have 1. So last year's JV Bulls team making their presence felt here tonight. They won the draw forward. They sent the puck out of play, though. So 1:41 remaining on the power play. 10-11 in the period. So it'll be deja vu all over again. The dot for the Bulls. You have to avoid giving up another goal after scoring 2 unanswered. You got to stay out of the battles. You're up 4-1. Let your speed do the talking on the ice. Calber has it. He's entered. Bulls on the defensive. Golden slips past one man, and then the Bulls flip it up. Out. Gavin Barham against Angelo Mascaro. Got a bit fancy there. Couldn't finesse his way past the defender, and then there's offsides there. Sachem's Colin Calber jumped over the blue line before the puck did, so it's heading all the way back down. Intentional offsides too, not what you want on the power play, of course, but Sachem, who picked up a little bit of steam there after the game got a little bit more physical, now trails by 3, and the Bulls have 4 so far in this game, and after the draw is 1 apiece, trying to create space. Reverses it to Alamia, and drop pass to Colin Calber. DeRico on the forecheck, using his speed there, and he's such an effective forechecker. And now Sachem looking to get to work. It comes. CJ Guglielmo, his pass comes off the wall, and Wetzel cutting in, separated from the puck. Kinkowski can't settle that one. Guglielmo sends it up. Alamia holds it in. DeRico battling for it, but Sachem has possession. Kinkowski battling with Wetzel, and Bulls defender does a good job using his speed to keep it to the outside. Now DeRico chasing after as Alamia collects. Pass across, ends up being picked off by Wetzel. He chips it in. Bulls get a partial change as Cantalupo heads out for the kill. They've really been doing a good job of getting those defenders out quick. They're very aggressive on the kill, and they've been very aggressive at 5-on-5. Calber had to wait for his team to check up, and now Kinkowski's entered. Cantalupo's on him. And the penalty will expire, but it looks like Kinkowski might have drawn another. Jackson Cantalupo to the box, 8:28 remaining, and that's what a player like Kinkowski can do with his speed. You know, he keeps moving, and if your stick gets tied up with him, well, you might get called for a penalty, and that's what happened here this time. So put another 2 minutes on the clock. Sachem's heading to the power play, looking for a chance to cash in on the second time. Cantalupo called for a hold, and Bovic back in the dot this time. Face-off is once again 1 forward, so him and O'Hay really have the same strategy in that regard, and they've had some opportunities here. That one sent down the ice by Landgren, so Bulls' current captain and potentially their future captain both on the ice right now up front. Sherwood sends it around the wall. O'Hay breaks it up, walks in, shot is deflected, and that one went into the rafters. You're watching Suffolk County High School Hockey League varsity action on the Long Island Sports Network. It's Sachem senior night. They're on the power play, and they trail by 3. Colin Calber on the wing. Cameron Calber in the dot, and the younger Calber brother won it to the elder one. And then after a strong effort on the forecheck, the Bulls get it clear. Sachem has to reset. Walsh looking up ice. Cameron Calber enters. Cuts the outside, but it was poked off a stick. Sherwood plays him in the corner, then an errant pass on the cycle. And Trites takes over. Heading in, carrying it, circles. Under a minute remaining on the power play. Bulls captain makes the pass to RJ Pfister, and comes to Wetzel, who sends it all the way back down. Might have actually been him who got the initial clear. My apologies. And now the Bulls on the forecheck. Mascaro trying to settle it. Walsh does. Trites pressures. Pass comes out of the zone. Cameron Calber with Thomas Kinkowski. Greg Monty joining them as a shot ends up being deflected at the point of release. Bulls doing a great job using their speed to tie up Kinkowski here as puck comes out to Walsh at the point. Battle beneath the goal line. Puck comes to a pinching Capice. O'Hay at the line. Walks in. Across. Walsh fires. Shot is deflected. O'Hay is back. And Landgren's on the attack. Shot kicked out. But that's going to do it for the Sachem power plays. The Bulls force another turnover. Trites coming in. Poked off his stick. DiGirolamo, a key stop there. And now Bulls have to regroup in their own zone. Puck is sent out of the zone. It's gloved but not grasped by Kinkowski tried to knock it down, then Treitz forces a turnover. Comes in, O'Hay takes it away, and the Bulls captain blows a tire in the process. And O'Hay is such a great skater, and now really thrives when using that speed and open ice. And now there's a penalty going against the Bulls as Kinkowski is down, and that's the second straight penalty Kinkowski has drawn. We'll let officials sort this one out. Trainers are attending to Kinkowski, so again, really isn't our place to comment on it. We hope he's okay. We know there's a penalty on the play. That's all we know. Looks like the call against JP D'Alessandro was for elbowing. And Kinkowski to the box. Correction, Pearson. One moment here, we're waiting for this to be sorted out on the ice. And right now the call for elbowing on the ice. Sachem looks like they're setting up their power play unit, and we'll see who's out there right now. It looks like Colin Calber and Richie Bovich, and probably find a different word besides and, but Tyler Alamia, Chris O'Hay, as well as, there we go, Joe Capice. So O'Hay will slide up with Bovich, and those two, they really can make things happen with their speed right now. It's just been almost like they're moving too fast, but I'm a strong believer if you keep doing the right things, good things will happen. And right now, Calber is shot, fanned on it. O'Hay racing after it. Puck comes out of the zone. Landrigan chips it past Alamia. He's racing after it. Capice on the back check. Landrigan shot. Sails over the net. Opposite side now. Barham collects. Under pressure from Bovich. Tied up along the wall. Landrigan collects. Cutting in. Has his stick lifted. Strong effort. And Bovich settles it. Heading up ice. Bulls already back in position. Bovich tried to dangle past the defender, and now Landrigan's heading the other way. Has to settle the rolling puck. Ends up sending that one in, and Tyler Alamia will collect. So this is the third consecutive penalty the Bulls have committed this period, but now Barham on the forecheck. As Alamia sends it up the wall to Capice, he has to reverse it. Carries it towards DiGirolamo's net, then pulls back up, makes a pass that's deflected, settled by Guglielmo. Dorico battling for it. Now Bovich enters. Pulls up, curls. Looking. Fires it. Shot. Capice can't capitalize. A beautiful opportunity. Now puck comes to Bovich. On his backhand. Pass to Capice. Looking to O'Hay. Puck is rolling on him. Fresh from Dorico, so he backhands it into the corner. And Bulls looking to force a change of possession along the wall. And they do. O'Hay has to glove it down. He's done it in neutral ice. He's tied up by Dorico, but manages to move it on for Colin Calber, who gets the Bovich. Under pressure. Bovich wanted O'Hay and couldn't get the pass off, so puck comes back to Bovich. Across, Mascaro can't hold it in. Under 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Look, head coach John the Rochester calling for fresh bodies as they enter off sides, and So with 1 second remaining on the JP D'Alessandro penalty, we're going to call that essentially over as soon as the puck drop happens, and 3:54 remaining. Bulls have 2 goals this period. They're about to kill off their 3rd consecutive penalty. Sachem's lone goal from Colin Calber. I believe that came at even strength, so not ideal if you're Sachem. You got to score on these power play opportunities, especially when you get 3 in a row. Puck has now come out of the zone. It's just a testament to the Bulls' penalty kill, how good a job they've done. And now puck comes to R.J. Pfister. They enter, fires, shot saved. DiGirolamo paddles it to Golden. He lost the handle. Reedy on the attack. Bulls battling for it. Along the wall, Monty looking to steer it to safety. One hands it up the ice, looks to split the defense, still driving towards the net. Separated from the puck, lead pass, and there's just too much on that one. .3:14 remaining in the period. Face-off, won by the Bulls' R.J. Pfister to Cantalupo. Puck has to be settled as it rolls in transition. Shane Reedy, correction, Matt Campo actually picking that one up. Bobby Treitz, shot blocked. My mistake, Reedy was centering that line earlier, I believe. Then an attempt to clear, it's gloved down by Cameron Calber. He enters, Kinkowski back out on the ice. Calber shot his glove but not grasped by Ryan. Bulls have to settle it. Wetzel under pressure from Monty. Still trying to escape, Kinkowski battling, and Bulls looking to get that one out. Monty on the forecheck, Pfister tied up. Bulls have possession. R.J. Pfister against Greg Monty, who ends up getting it back now from Golden. Monty up ice, 3-on-2 developing. Cantaloupe on the back check as that shot is deflected by the glove of Ryan. A lot of these going off the side of the glove or not straight on shots. He's doing a good job just catching them. And now Wetzel heading up ice. Now Cantalupo has it. Pass comes to Dorico. His shot's turned aside. Now he holds it in. Golden battling with Treitz beneath the goal line. Morrow has it. Calber, Colin that is, has it. Reversing it beneath the goal line. Joe Capice sending it up and out of play. Victor Dorico in the dot, matched up against Michael Morrow, and face-off is one back. Sherwood's shot is blocked by the skate of O'Hay. Ends up being deflected into the corner. Sachem looking for a clear. Sherwood holds it in. Beneath the goal line, pass to Landry, shot redirected. Pinballing off the wall, walking in, backhanded. Rebound is still free, loose. And Sachem settles it, sends it up the wall. Landrigan fires that one out of play and get another stoppage here. Face-off will come to center. We're approaching the 1 minute mark of the second period, so now is as good time as any to remind you to follow the @LI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all the latest game news, recaps, highlights, and analysis. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, well, I've been asking you to all season. If you're still watching and you haven't subscribed, well, that's just plain silly. Face-off, one to Kinkowski. He fires it in. Sherwood collects. Looking up ice, flips it up, out. That one goes all the way down, and we have an icing with 58 seconds remaining. D'Alessandro versus Bovic in the dot, and face-off is one to Kinkowski, who fired a shot that Sherwood, my apologies, just got a piece of again, and he's done such a great job. They have really closed the gap on Kinkowski so quickly. They've closed the gap on all of Sachem so quickly, and that's been a huge part of why the Bulls are winning. But now it's Joe Capice who has possession, driving it beneath the goal line, carrying it, sends it towards the slot, and Max Campo collects in neutral territory. McGuire racing back to defend. Walsh back, and now pass to JP D'Alessandro. Sherwood shot, blocked, rebound, loose, still free, and it's whistled dead. The Bulls get a golden opportunity. Officials racing in afterwards. We'll let them sort that out. And we'll see if there's any penalties on this. Looks like it's offsetting. Bulls and Sachem trying to complete their changes. They're trying to replace one player, but it's McGuire who's heading off. Colin Calber heads on. Defensive zone draw, so it makes sense to have as many players in the dot as possible. And now he's replaced Bovic. Face-off is won back by the Bulls, though. Guglielmo pass to Canalupo. His shot right in the breadbasket. We get another stoppage. 27.4 seconds remaining now. This period winding down slowly as we approach second 1 minute intermission as the face-off's been won back by Sachem. Walsh sends it around. Kinkowski waiting for it, settles it. Backhands it to Colin Calber, who settles into the skates, cuts towards center. Tried to drop it off. Bobby Trites takes it away. Charging up ice. His shot is blocked by the stick of Capice. Colin Calber beneath the goal line. Reedy pokes it free. 5 seconds remaining now. Sean Walsh rescue it. He's just going to backhand that one up the wall, and Canalupo sends it right back down. Period comes to an end. Sachem ends up trailing by 3 now. 3 power play opportunities, no goals. We'll be right back in about a minute. And just a quick correction on TJ Guglielmo's name. Turns out the G in that is silent, and was never told that before by any of his coaches. So that's great to know. If you ever know of any player's names being mispronounced, maybe it's weird, maybe it's completely normal, does not matter. I will always ensure I can correct it if given the chance. So CJ Guglielmo for future reference. Apologies for that. JP D'Alessandro in the dot, matched up against Chris O'Hay. Face-off is won back by Sachem. Third period underway here at the rinks. Matera has it. Matera, my apologies. Moves it across to Golden. Under pressure from D'Alessandro. It's reversed up the wall. Toledo on the forecheck against Bovic, really battling there, but the Sachem centerman ends up one-handing it, and then it comes to O'Hay and Colin Calber. He's tied up. Sachem looks like they've put their lines in a blender trying to see what will work as Golden sends it towards front of the net. And right now, Bulls in control here, but there's a lot of hockey left as Toledo tries to send it up the wall, though. Hay sending it right back in. Bovic couldn't collect that one. Now the puck's coming back. O'Hay forces a turnover. Shot from the point redirected. Karam's off the wall. Colin Calber looking towards the front. Puck is deflected. Sachem has it. Bovic fires it across. Calber to O'Hay. Shot. And it ends up being deflected just over the net. Calber shots. And they score. Sachem finds the back of the net. And just like that, the 3-goal lead is cut to 2. Colin Calber made the pass to O'Hay. The first one didn't go, but Richie Bovic, he collects that one off the wall, goes to his backhand, and Calber stuffs that short side. What a beauty. And if you're the Bulls, you don't want to let them get the next one. If they get the next one, there's a decent chance that Sachem ends up pulling away here, coming back as Guglielmo moves it D to D, and then Landrigan fans on it. Kinkowski slips past Sherwood, but second effort from the Bulls defender. Now Victor DeRico heading up ice with Gavin Barham, 2-on-2. Pulls up, tried to feed Barham. DeRico has really been flying here tonight. This pass comes to Guglielmo. Race in the corner, Walsh against DeRico, battling for it. Puck comes free. And now comes to Kinkowski. Enters. Puck comes to Victor DeRico, exited the zone, Monty re-enters. Guess it actually towed the line there, good job by Sachem. Walsh sends it up, Barham looks to send it the rest of the way, Walsh holds it in. Kinkowski looks to collect it beneath the goal line, and Sherwood's had his number all night. He comes away with it this time too. Gets it out of the zone, that one's gonna trickle out, no icing as Walsh was about to pick it up. Looked like he slowed up there a little bit to try and draw the icing, and honestly, that's the right decision. He was probably a little bit too fast for his own good that time. Sachem defenseman heading up ice. Morrow has to settle in his skates after losing the handle. Bulls recover, RJ Pfister heading up ice, fires it in, paddled aside. Left wing half wall. Bulls battling for possession. Jackson Cantalupo curling, looking for the shot, can't find it. And that time he does. It's stopped by DiGirolamo. Initially wanted that shot. He wanted to get it off from that right wing dot. He gets a little held up there. Good defense by Sachem, and, well, the off-angle shot wouldn't go. Face off. Won by Sachem. They send it around the wall. And now comes to Cantalupo off a pass from RJ Pfister, who head-manned it to him, and now Cantalupo, pass towards the slot, comes all the way out to Pfister. His pass to Trites is deflected off a skate. Bulls captain settles it. RJ Pfister fires. Shot blockered. Comes loose in the slot. It popped out. Trites held it in, but it's delayed offsides. My mistake. It looked like it wasn't initially called offsides. Nonetheless, appears I was mistaken, so some extracurricular activities is the face-off. It looks like it's coming all the way down. Intentional offsides is the called, so. And so the face-off's gonna come back all the way down, left wing dot. Bovic battling for it. Bulls come away with it, flipped up. Pass, Matera coming in. Salido on a breakaway. Forehand, backhand, save! DiGirolamo, the puck is loose. It's kicked out into the left wing corner. Sachem looking up ice. Calber has it, walks in, tries to split the defense, is poked off his stick. That's not gonna work this time, and now it comes back to Salido. Looks up ice. Outlet pass, Campo fires off the arm of DiGirolamo. Sachem fires it back outside of the zone. Calber collects, tries to slip pass to Yelmo, and the puck comes back to Matera, who goes D to D, and then fires it off the wall. Bovic tried to drop it off for O'Hay, but rolling puck couldn't be settled, and comes back, bouncing across the neutral zone. D'Alessandro on the forecheck as Matera goes D to D. Goldenhead mans it, deflected by Solito. He's had a strong game here tonight, but now O'Hay on the forecheck, and Sachem enters off sides. A good second effort from R.J. Pfister. Sachem trying to sachet that one on, but face off, tied up. Cameron Calber taking a lot of draws here for Sachem tonight. He's most likely won more than he lost, but didn't get that one. Wetzel was charging up ice that time, had to recover, and now Barham chips it in. DeRico looks like he's centering this line currently, Landrigan and Barham. DeRico providing a bit more of a physical presence in the corner. Not that either player shies away from contact, but nothing wrong with being a bit of a mucker. Battle in the corner, sent towards the front. Capiz carries out across the slot. And then sashayed on for Cameron Calber. Fires, goes just wide. Kinkowski crashing the net for a potential rebound that wouldn't come. Now the Bulls. Barham enters. Drops it off. Landrigan fires. Shot. Rebound. Loose. And tuck it across the crease. Wetzel trying to hold that one in. He couldn't. Under pressure. Greg Monty with the captain Kinkowski. Toes the line nicely there. Monty curls. Fires it across. The backhand feed is intercepted. Off the wall. Leading Landrigan. Then it makes its way to Trites. Back to Barham. Shot. Deflected. Good play by Capiz, but the Bulls have it. Shot blocked. Second effort. Trites. Backhand. Tried to move it across. Couldn't. Now Trites recollects. Pass beneath the goal line. Back to Trites. Shot is turned aside. DiGirolamo standing on his head, trying to will his team back into this game, but Landrigan completes the hat trick! Brendan Landrigan! That's 3, and he's letting you know it. Settles that puck so nicely. Right in front of the house. That's where he sets up shop. He's got 3 on the night. It's a hat trick. DiGirolamo's having his helmet adjusted. Gavin Barham picks up an assist. He's got a goal tonight. And here tonight, it's been all about the former JV Bulls. It's been Brendan Landrigan. It's been Max Campo. It's been Gavin Barham. JP D'Alessandro picking up an assist. RJ Pfister picking up an assist. In fact, the first point scored by a varsity player from last year actually is Adam Lakowitz picking up the secondary assist on that one. And honestly, I think that probably should have been credited to Bobby Trites, but I'd have to double check the tape. And oh, we got a game going on still. So Colin Calber tied up by Reedy. And just to clarify, we don't actually do the score in the booth. That's done by very nice people sitting in between both benches. In the right wing corner, it's pitched up and out. Ends up coming down. Cantaloupe had the stick knocked out of his hand. He caught it though. Bobby Trites circling. He wants to find the back of the net as he pulls up. Fires. Save DiGirolamo. Sachem netminder has been outstanding here tonight, and you really have to be impressed by him. He's just a sophomore. And there's no doubt in my mind that he has what it takes to be between the pipes. This Sachem team is going to win a ship this year, but he's going to have more than one chance at it. And they got a strong JV team in the pipeline as well. Sent around the wall, Kinkowski. Trying to head man, it's knocked down. Wetzel enters. Fires. Off the stick of DiGirolamo. It remains in play. Looking to get to work on the cycle, but Jackson Cantalupo carries it free. His pass is deflected by Thomas Kinkowski, and David Wetzel fires it back in for John Golden to collect. Sachem defender heading up ice. Makes Trites miss, but as he picks up steam, Bulls on the back check. And Golden goes crashing down. Bulls have it. looking up ice. Cantalupo. Second effort from Pinkowski and Monty, but it comes. Cantalupo 2-on-1 developing. Trites, shot, save, rebound. Tried to put it across the crease. Comes up, set back down. Bulls. Looks like there's going to be a penalty going against Sachem. Patrick Ryan was heading to the bench. Sean Walsh heads to the box, though, and that's the more important name to know this time. 7:10 remaining in the period, and Bulls heading to the power play. And this is in all likelihood, if this score holds, this is a preview of the next round. So we're going to get more of this. So that's very exciting, obviously. Can't wait to see more of that. And as the face-off is won, Guglielmo moves it into the right-hand corner. Comes back to Sherwood. His shot off the beak of DiGirolamo. Sparring for it. DeRico takes a couple whacks from Matera. Puck leaves the zone. Guglielmo picks it up beneath the goal line. Drops it off for Sherwood. Headmans it. Bovic gets a stick on it. And Colin Calber heading up ice, but play's broken up by Shane Reedy. Sends it across. Bulls enter off sides, and you gotta wait for that puck to cross the line. Barham crossed before it crossed the blue line. So 6:36 remaining. And as it stands, Bulls lead by 3 in a bit of a rivalry game. It's Sachem senior night, but it's been all Smithtown for the majority of it. DeRico wins it back to Sherwood. He steps across the line, fires it in, and Barham on the forecheck. O'Hay back. Bulls forward circling. Puck comes to the point. Sherwood moves it over. Comes right back. And pivots to escape a defender. Actually, really escape turn. Now a shot from the point. Blocker to side. Alamia against DeRico. Comes out. Reedy curling. Pass to the back door. And it can't find the back of the net. DiGirolamo slid post to post so efficiently. Now heading up ice. Cameron Calber sends it across the slot. Morrow at it, but DeRico pokes it free. Seems like he's picking up speed with every shift he plays, and now Tyler Alamia has it. Sends it around the wall, racing in. Barham tried to send it back down low, but O'Hay is going to pick that one up. And now battling along the wall, it comes to Morrow. He flips it up, out. That one's going to sputter out before it reaches the goal line, and Ryan ends up leaving it for R.J. Pfister. He wants Bobby Trites, but Sachem gets back in the passing lane quickly, and the Bulls defender is just going to carry it. Hands it off to the captain, who now walks in, fires, saved by DiGirolamo, but the rebound ends up beneath the goal line. The power play has expired. Trites taking a hit there, and now gets beneath the goal line. Pass through the slot. It comes out, and it's picked up by Greg Monty. Shot turned aside by Ryan Wetzel. Curling in the corner. Beneath his own goal line. And now carrying it up ice. Pinkowski gets a stick on it. Wetzel uses his long reach to get past. Then slips through the defender. Shot. Save. DiGirolamo. Now shot off the bar and out of play. Cantalupo might have actually rose up the shoulder of DiGirolamo off the bar, but that's splitting hairs. 4:29 remaining in the period. Bulls battling with Sachem. Apologies, had something caught in my throat there, but Sachem scored just 1 minute and 4 seconds into the period, courtesy of Colin Calver, and then Brendan Landrigan fired right back with under 10 minutes remaining, but as that faceoff's won back, it slips under the stick of Wetzel. Bulls chip it back in. Now they have to get back to work on the chase. And Salido intercepts a pass. Tied up, forcing it to free. AP D'Alessandro scores! He raises his arms to the sky. The Bulls lead by 4. Sachem stunned. JP D'Alessandro from Tim Salido Timmy Salito, actually, and just a beautiful play. Beautiful, beautiful goal, and great work by Salito, getting to work, grinding it out along the boards, forcing it free. And when you battle, you do the right things consistently, good things tend to happen, and Salito getting to work along the wall there, well, good things happen. And now O'Hay trying to answer back. His team trails by 4, and there's 4 minutes remaining. Campo pressuring as O'Hay hands it off, gets it right back. Under pressure here, but still looking for an outlet pass. That one's deflected out of the zone and almost hit a coach there, so. I believe that was Coach Alan Mia, so O'Hay wanted to find an open man, couldn't. And Sachem trying to find something here, trying to get moving a little bit more in the neutral zone, but they haven't been able to yet as a shot from the point ends up going wide. And it's just a testament to the Bulls' speed as Sachem gets it out, but Bulls fire it right back in. They check up so quickly and they go back on the attack so quickly, and they force these errant passes, and now Sachem's regrouping again. It's Matero with it. Pass intercepted by Reedy, walking in. Escape turn, pass, Barham. Sends it into the corner, DeRico collects. Moves it to the point. Shot from Guglielmo. Rebound, Reedy, shot, scores! The howitzer from Barham! The Bulls lead 7-2. What an absolute cannon of a shot. Guglielmo holds it in. It ends up being backhanded. That's great vision by Reedy, and what a shot by Gavin Barham. The Bulls All-Star scores their 3rd unanswered goal of the 3rd frame. They lead by 5, 3:11 remaining in the period. And the face-off won back by Sachem. Sean Walsh with it. Heading up ice, makes the pass towards Nick McGuire, but David Wetzel wins the race. 3 minutes remaining. Sachem forward, poking at it, driving at it, but can't come away with it. But now it's with Richie Bovich. Shot ends up being deflected wide. Collected beneath the goal line. RJ Pfister racing up ice. Drops it off. McGuire breaks it up nicely there. And now Richie Bovich racing up ice, and Pfister missed the puck, but ends up creating some space there. Now the lead pass intended for Bobby Trites goes all the way down. It rolled. So we get a whistle here. It's a 5-goal game, 2:26 remaining. And you gotta give credit to the Bulls. They've just been fast, physical, and they've played the right way by and large. You know, sure, Thomas Kinkowski is going to draw penalties. That's what he does. He scores and he draws penalties. He gives his team chances to win. The Bulls were resilient. They battled through on the power play, and now Sachem forcing a turnover in transition, trying to make something happen here in the dying minutes of regulation. Alamia firing it back in. David Wetzel collects. Greg Monty on the forecheck, but Bulls defender pulls up beneath his own cage. He's just going to hold it for now, trying to draw Sachem forwards down low, and he escapes Morrow. Looking up ice. He wants Salito far side. That pass ends up being redirected off the wall. Now Sachem's Mascaro trying to settle it D-to-D, held in by JP D'Alessandro. Mascaro trying to send that one back down. Pass comes towards the front. It's deflected. Loose. Pfister can't hold it in. Monty battling for it. Looking for a breakaway. Wetzel boxes him out. Heading up ice. Takes a big hit from Morrow. Trying to get free. His stick is held up. Officials let him play, and now he throws a hit against Monty. Guglielmo's pass goes awry. Comes back to David Wetzel. He enters, fires. That's right in the bread basket. CJ Guglielmo's heading to the bench. They're completing the change. Looks like Wetzel will head there too. Probably going to put out the 5 players you trust the most not to get into anything in the final minute and 8 seconds of regulation. It looks like that's what they've went with. Face-off is won back by Sachem. Colin Calber has it, under a minute remaining. Escape turn in his own zone, looking up ice. Dorico pressuring. Does a good job keeping him to the outside as the puck is dumped in. CJ Guglielmo picks it up beneath the goal line, backhands that one up but not out. Golden holding it in, and John Golden, he spent some time at forward this year too, but as that pass comes to McGuire in the slot, batted at, stopped by Ryan, loose. Bulls recover, looking up ice with speed. Shane Reedy just chips that one in, he'll chase, but their main goal is just to come away with a win here, and barring a miraculous comeback, which, in all honesty, might not even be possible at this point. Sachem, when I say might not be possible, I mean mathematically, I don't think it's possible, but I digress. The Bulls send that one down, and it's icing, so just wait 6.5 more seconds. We're not quite done yet. That being said, I'm sure that a lot of players on the Bulls and Sachem roster just waiting for this one to come to an end. Bulls crowd is already heading home. You can see the Hauppauge football sweaters, and face-off's one back by Sachem, but they actually end up losing this one on senior night. 7-2. It's a 7-2 win for the Bulls. They pick up their 12th and final win of the regular season, as Sachem and the Bulls move into a tie for points, and it doesn't matter who's the 4 seed, doesn't really matter who's the 5 seed. What matters is this: we're gonna see these two teams meet again. Have a great night, everyone. We'll be back on Friday night.